Hello and welcome to another episode of the Policy Everyday Show. This is where we discuss the strategies that are going to help you write 30 policies every 30 days. My name is Ed Cortez and I help insurance brokers to sell more by attracting new customers using digital marketing strategies. And in today's show, I'm going to explain to you a strategy that allows you to attract the right type of leads with a much lower cost. And what I'm going to say now might seem odd, but it's going to help me explain the concept that is behind this strategy. Can you remember the time that you first met your better half? Chances are that you didn't approach him or her and said, "Hey, do you want to marry me?" I think that there was that first high, the first look, and the first date, and then that eventually evolved to a relationship, right? So, what does that has to do with selling insurance online? Well, when you run a Facebook ad and you show up in somebody's feed with a type of direct offer like request a quote now, here's your life insurance quote, compare your quotes, those type of direct offers, it is the same of going to a bar and asking a random person to marry you. Will it work? Well, you might find some crazy person that is going to say yes, but you're going to have to show that offer. You're going to request someone to marry you a lot. And it is the same with Facebook. When you go to someone's feed with that direct offer, it's going to take a lot of showing the ad for someone to actually click and request a quote from you. And that is going to cost you. The more impressions, the more ad impressions you have, the more it's going to cost you. Now, what if there was a way for you first to be noticed and then you run an ad offering your services only to someone that gave you a micro commitment? But Ed, what is a micro commitment? A micro commitment is giving you time. So if they watch a small video where you explain a concept, a idea, where you explain how something works, and then after they watch that video, and that video has absolutely no pitch, it's just about education, then you start to target with your request a quote with your direct offer ads only the audience that watched that video. So you see how this works? You're going to try to sell only to someone that gave you a micro commitment of their time. And the basic flow of this strategy is like that. You have to record a video that has a quick tip, that has a some sort of advice, or you're going to answer a common question, and then you're going to show that video to your audience, and you can segment that audience just as you normally would with Facebook's targeting capabilities. Now, let's make a pause here because you're probably asking now, all right, so I get it. I have to record that video, but I still don't know what I'm going to say. So there's this hack that I'm going to show you that is going to help you find exactly the type of content that is going to generate that interest. So there's this website, and let me share my screen here with you. There's this website called Answer the Public. Not sure if you have already heard about it, but what it does, and first you have this guy here, and people say that he looks like me when I get old. Hopefully that's not true. But anyway, there's this guy over here, and then you type in this search bar here a something that you're interested in selling online. So it could be life insurance, could be any other type of insurance. So all you have to do is type here, and then you select the country, language, and then you hit search. Now, what this website is going to do is research everything that people are asking Google about. So you're going to get all of the questions, the subjects that are related to life insurance. So you see, you get this image here, and I don't like to particularly use this image here. I prefer to switch to data, but you see there are 80 questions that people are asking about life insurance. So those are right here. You have at least 80 content, 80 pieces of content that you can use. For instance, you can answer the question, can life insurance be taxed? Can life insurance be denied? Can a life insurance beneficiary be a minor? So you see, there's literally an infinite amount of videos that you have the knowledge to answer. And then you can scroll down here, and there are questions like, will life insurance cover cancer? Will life insurance cover COVID deaths? And that has been trending up significantly naturally now. So you also have life insurance with prepositions, and then you have life insurance for children. So literally you have tons of content that you can create videos on. And then you have comparisons. Comparisons are a great way for you to create content. So you see people are asking things like life insurance, like a savings account, and life insurance or annuity. So you have all that, life insurance versus health insurance. So there are lots of questions. And then what they do is also run the queries in Google with letters after the life insurance. So you see life insurance B for broker, benefits, basics. You have all those that here. So you see, creating content is not going to be an issue after you saw here, and then what you're going to see as you go. Let me switch back my screen here. So you see the younger version of that guy in the website. Definitely not related to that guy, but anyway, after you have that video, you're going to distribute this video. And what I mean is, it's basically creating a campaign on Facebook, and then launching that campaign, telling Facebook, hey, what I want is people to watch this video. And Facebook has a very advanced algorithm that is going to find people that are interested in watching your video for almost its entirety. So you're going to distribute this video, and then you're going to create something called a custom audience. And that audience is like a bucket where Facebook is going to add people that saw more than 75% of your video. That is what I call micro commitment. This is where you're going to separate people that didn't show any interest in what you were saying versus the ones that gave you a little bit of their time. Now, the final stage of this strategy is for you to target with a direct offer that audience. So you're going to try to sell only to this small segment of your audience that you were initially targeting. Now, let's go back, and I do want to emphasize why this video section, why creating a video and distributing that video is important. Because normally when I explain this strategy, insurance brokers get all nervous because they might be shy, they don't want to record videos, and there's a specific importance on creating videos. When you record a Q&A, a questions and answer video, or a educational video, it is going, and you distribute that, it's going to be extremely cheap for that campaign to run. You can expect to pay as little as 20 cents per person that watched 75% of your video. So you see how brilliant this is. You're going to create your own audience of people that have already engaged with you, that have already seen you in one way, shape, or form, and then you're going to try to sell to them. Now, the other thing is, this is a natural filter. Have you ever received leads that were cold as ice, that they clicked on your ad just because they were curious? Now, this will not happen because you have that filter. You will only try to sell to someone that actually watched your tip, your advice. Now, the other thing is, that person that will eventually see your ad, and that's your regular request a quote, compare your insurance prices with me. So that person that is going to see that ad has already seen you before. So you're familiar. You're no longer a complete stranger popping up and asking them to marry you. So you see why I made that analogy back in the beginning of this video. So, all right, so let's talk about the content. You're probably ready to record, so let's talk about that. So it is a content only video, right? Don't try to sell. Please do not put a sales pitch in this video. When you give content, you give content. When you sell, right? So it is going to be about 2 to 4 minutes long, and all you have to do is really explain a concept, something that people normally ask you when you're selling insurance to them. So if you've been doing this, you probably have tons of questions that you're more than used to answer. So just record yourself answering that question and make a campaign with that. A good script, and I'm going to break this as easily as I can for you. A good script is going to be like this. You just start recording, and then you state the question first. So it could be something like, what is the difference between term to whole life insurance? Hi, my name is Ed, and I am a insurance broker specialized in, and then you say life insurance, you say the product, right? And then you give the answer. Well, then actually that's a good question, because the answer is, and you give the answer, and then you end with a very brief call to action. You're going to say something like, if you liked this quick tip, hit the like button and add a friend in the comments that would like to know more about this. So this way you can even get more leads and get more people without paying for them, because if they share, you don't have to pay for that. Now, here's a good hack for you. There's something called teleprompter. Not sure if you heard that before, but that's what they use in newsrooms when they have to read a news. So it's basically a way of a text to flow on top of the camera, so that way you can read and you don't have to memorize things. Now, there's a Android and iPhone app called Big View, and it's view like VU, so it's BIGVU. And what it allows you to load your script, so you go to your notepad and you write your script, just like I explained, and then that is going to show on your smartphone. Now, that way you can look at your smartphone, and your smartphone is going to record from its camera, which is pretty good, and then you're going to read the script, so it looks natural. So that's a good hack for you there. And then the other hack is, there's another app called InShot, InShot, SHOT, and that is going to help you add subtitles to your video. Now, the subtitles are important because your video might show on someone's feed, and they might not have their sound on their phone. So at least they will see what you're talking about. And if they are interested in knowing more, they will enable sound. Now, InShot also allows you to have titles in your video. So you can add a title on top of your video, so it brings more attention to your video. So 2 hacks there with apps that are going to help you. Now, all right, so this point you probably have your video, you have your and you can record maybe 4 or 5 at a time, and then you load them on your ad account manager. Ad account manager is where you run ads with Facebook. So you're going to create a video view campaign. What that is really when you create a campaign there, you click and you pick the video view objective. And then you can start this with as little as $5 per day. It's a pretty affordable campaign that you can run with this. Now, this strategy is called the invisible funnel because you're segmenting your audience without them even knowing. And that's what is happening in the background. After you run your campaign and you start your campaign, you're going to create your custom audience. That's another feature that you find in your Facebook ad account manager. And what you do is you create an audience and you pick the videos that you uploaded in that video view campaign. Now that's all you have to do. Then the next thing that you do is you create a second campaign. And that campaign is going to be a lead generation campaign. Actually, you pick that objective. You can pick the lead gen campaign because that campaign is going to use Facebook's form. Not sure if you have seen this, but Facebook has a feature that allows you to generate forms, lead forms, within the application. So they don't even have your lead doesn't even have to go to your website or to your landing page. Now, this is excellent because you can do this in minutes. You can have your campaign as soon as you have your videos. So it's extremely quick. That's a very good way for you to start generating leads right away. Now, I'm going to end here with 2 more tips to help you even more. The first one is try to record at least 1 video per week. So try to get 4 out and then at least 1 per week after that. This way, you will be always testing ads. Once you load your new videos to your campaign, Facebook is going to run them. And if Facebook finds that your new video is outperforming the previous one, it is going to stop showing the other video and it's going to prioritize the new one. So that's excellent. And then what you can do is create another video view campaign that is going to show more videos, more content from you to the people that watched 50% of a video. That way, what you're building is really a massive audience that is constantly getting videos from you answering questions and giving advice. Now, that's the biggest benefit of this strategy. You're creating your audience, people that know you. You're using your marketing budget with distribution, and that is very affordable. That is what flips this idea and transforms your marketing. And then the next thing is that you will no longer receive cold leads, people there that are just interested or hit your page accidentally. Now, if you learned something that was interesting today, how about you leave a comment and let me know? I like to interact with you and I'll reply by myself and we'll keep in contact, right? And I have new content in this channel every Wednesday and Friday. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you receive this content. And also find me on Instagram. Actually, there is a link on the description of this video where you can click and then follow me on Instagram because I have tons of content there. And it's a way for us to interact even more. Right? So I'll see you in the next episode. It was a pleasure. Till next time. See ya.